AFK until the very start of this thing, so we don't know how much practice they got in before go time. So we've got Nos foregoing the yellow armor. He goes straight for the red, and he gets it first. That's actually a really big deal. Down goes Rafa, as Nos actually has free reign here. Oh, he's going to have to face off against potentially MG'd or shotgunning Vin Diesel, and he just uses the MG plus a medkit to pull down Nos. So that's the first underwater push shut down. We're going to go take a look at who's got the rails. It looks like it's going to be Jones for the red team, already missing all of his shots, unfortunately, but pretending to do some damage. Let's go take a look. We do have SDA, a little bit of a sneaky maneuver. Let's see what he can do. As
yeah,
about entrances.
Sean lives a life of danger.
Nice.
Alright, but
oh, look at this
beautiful
nice little
rail.
maneuver, but
Nice.
KTB with that really on-point railgun shot. So down goes SDA. We see a double rail pulling SDA apart at the seams, and he's going to spawn and die pretty quickly here. He's trying to do as much damage as possible to his opponent down in the water as he dies one more time. Let's go take a look. Ooh, that's Rafa dying immediately. Let's see if we can continue to find somebody going offense here. Looks like it's going to be Fleischer potentially, although he's pretty weak as well. Now we have seen Fleischer run this pretty well with his teammate. It looks like it's going to be Nos trying to encroach Rafa getting the kill. Nope, that wasn't actually. That was Rafa against Mr. SD, I think. But Fleischer, I think we have seen him run the offense pretty well. I'd be a bit interested to see, you know, where these players kind of settle into their roles. Like we're seeing Fleischer now with the railgun. He's got 50%, 46 now, 43 now, as he whiffs a pair.
Actually,
but,
speaking of roles, it looks like Jones is going to be setting up on D, but even so, yeah, he's the only player on his team who hasn't died yet, and actually he's got more damage done for the most part, but yeah, he's going to be playing B right now, which is what I was wondering during the beginning of this match is that really going to be the place where his abilities are going to be allowed to shine the most? And here in D, I mean, he can provide some good defense for sure, but is it really the best place for him? I would have naturally assumed that, okay, up between the legs of where his opponent is right now is where he should be shooting from. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting role choice for him.
Next, we got Rafa down in the drink, and he's looking at potential way into the blue base if he didn't stay in the water. In fact, he's going to get triple teamed. Whoops. Yeah, I mean, you know, trying to swim across the entire channel there is really risky. Because you're going to get spotted eventually. I mean, you might not get spotted on a pub server, but against these guys yet. So now Rafa's in the center, whipping out the railgun. We've yet to see any real flag grabs, so a lot of back and forth, a lot of death, but no flag grabby. And, you know, that flag needs love too.
And Jones is actually looking to be a bit of a fidgety D here. He was looking in the sewer a bit, looking for an attack from it. Might have heard something on vent, but nobody's coming right now. He's also got he's also got Icelor there also helping him out on D, and now we finally see the attack from the sewer, and Jones walking into a whole lot of rockets, putting himself right in that choke point. Is not a place that he wants to be right now. He needs to be backing up, using that corridor, using it, so I mean that's why he's got a railgun, use that corridor. But this is going to be a grab by Nos. He's going to get taken down to 35-50 after that rail, but he might be able to escape this. Jones right off the spawn, just rushing for all he's worth.
Oh my God.
Walking right into the shoddy. We got some grenades coming up, and at the same time Rafa's gonna have a grab here, and actually Rafa's a little bit better stacked after the grab, but the question is,
did you see that buckshot from Nos?
Yeah, it was amazing.
Insane. That was every single pellet of damage, I think. And it probably needed to be. Icelor had rocket jump to try to cut off the carrier, try to catch him off guard as he passed by, but what beautiful shotgun placement, and that gave Nos a chance to get all the way across the map. Let's go take a look at Rafa, who's also made it home, so we're going to see the first standoff of Troubled Waters. And so far, both carriers are in pretty good shape.
Both carriers, yes, but Jones's D stance has been rather weak right now, and he got fragged just before Rafa got back over to his own base. So as far as backup goes, Rafa's a little weak right now. Jones just got taken down again by Nos. And there's like
Yeah,
nobody
Rafa,
in mid. Wow, I don't think through either of the flag carriers there we saw any real damage being done in mid at all.
no. Now Rafa was just poking up to see what was up, but he's able to back off to the Mega Health. He's checking sewers, waiting for an entrance, looking for a timing, and he fires away, gets nothing. Nothing again, nothing again, nothing again. Alright, so he's not too worried about the sewer entrance anymore, but he is a bit concerned because he's only seen one teammate in the last maybe 30 seconds. Which is sometimes a good thing, sometimes gets you in... ooh, that's a nice opening rail. Rafa defending himself, but he's got to watch his ass.
See, this is exactly what Jones needed to be doing.
Yeah, backing up so he can use the range, yeah. Fleischer,
but
going close range, nice
kit.
buckshot. Rafa knows that he has Fleischer off, and this is a critical thing. He's able to push him off of the Mega and recover that for himself. So great play by Rafa. You know, this is the Rafa that we'd love to see, and he probably enjoyed that because that was more where he's hitting his comfort zone. Basically, he was dueling off against Fleischer, and well, when you try to go up against the multi-time champ,
yeah,
well, it's usually Rafa left standing. Let's go take a look and see how Gnosis is doing. He's rocking a 100 and only 41 armor to his name. His Mega Health has been stolen. That's a pretty big deal. Oh, and that's a huge hit in the back. Jones nailing Nos immediately after the armor pickup, putting him in a situation of only 25 armor. And again, his Mega will not be up for another 20 seconds. So this is a timing window, to borrow an expression from StarCraft 2, basically a timing attack window that Bang has in order to kill this carrier. If they wait too long, then the armor stack comes back, the Mega comes back in 3 seconds, and let's see, oh, look at this. In order to counter it, it looks like Defoement's forced to put 3 guys on D. Nos now able to get this, no, not able to get this Mega, he's been double teamed, and it's going to be SDA able to get the frag, but not the return. And finally, there it is. There's the return. Rafa is going to get the return. Yeah, we saw an immediate pickup. I figured that the person doing the pickup would be immediately killed, but either way, it's a little bit delayed. But there's that first cap, that really essential first cap that can so critically change the tempo of the game. Because now Bang has some wiggle room. They can adjust their play and start going a little bit defensive. So, Jahar, do you think that's going to happen? And if they do it, how are they going to do it?
I was quite surprised to see that happen. Shit got a little nuts there in mid when we saw the standoff. And having a standoff that early in the match really kind of creates an awkward tension really early on. We don't usually see that until a good halfway through it. But there's first cap, just like you said, it's going to be changing the tempo of this. This means that DFM needs to be putting more aggressive pressure on it. Really needs to be controlling mid more. And actually, I want to pick on mid a little bit just because we haven't been seeing like anybody scoping out mid much at all. And even then, the fights aren't quite there, and oh my god, KGB just picked up his 12th impressive. Jesus.
Watching Mr. SD press in against 2, he's joined by Nos, who walks into Rockets. Whoops! Actually, we got 3-man offensive push. Fleischer joins Mr. SD. They really want to get this cap quickly in order to tie this score. Now, you know, I think that's actually a good idea, as long as you trust your main base D. You want to put a lot of pressure on your opponents who are in the lead, force them to no longer be able to even touch your flag because they have to fall back on D in order to hold. So I like the strategy that we're seeing by the blue team here. Let's see if they can turn it into something that bears fruit.
Well, actually, right now
Fleischer.
for DFM, this is the time to attack because really they don't have a D. I mean, they got the manpower there, but the stack isn't quite there. It's all over the place, and the fatalities are happening quickly enough that if you make the timing right, just like you said before, that window, if you make the timing right, you're going to be walking into a base full of people with machine guns. Which might not even be
always a nice
ideal.
thing. Look at Jones just destroys Fleischer. Jesus. Great corner play with the Rockets by Jones. I don't even know if Jones suffered any damage at all. I mean, that's ridiculous. So, a great job there. We're going to go take a look, potentially. Let's find who's making an attack here. It looks like it's not going to be SDA. He's sleeping with the fishes. Fleischer pulls him down. Rafa in center, getting railed twice. Mr. SD pulling him down. And I'm going to switch the camera back over to Auto Follow Killer, and look at this Rafa killing off Mr. SD in revenge. KGB coming out swinging, 63% rail, and as you called it out earlier, 11 impressives for the man, and this will be a